Can I hear Neil Diamond? Because Manchester United are on their way to America. Yes, Manchester United beat Lyon 1-0 at Edinburgh, and United are now on their way to the US tour. We've beaten Leeds, and now we've beaten Lyon. So for me, I feel like it's been a very good few games for pre-season. We've kind of learned a lot what Erik ten Hag is going to be implementing into the squad for the new season, and I'm going to be doing a video tomorrow all talking about all the new tactics, the new formation, and a breakdown on Erik ten Hag's new tactics. But this is your match reaction, and there's a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. So Donny Van De Beek, let's start with him. Pretty much a man of the match performance, and you saw how much that goal in his celebration meant to him. And whether it's pre-season, whether it's a goal in the Premier League, a goal against Wrexham in the FA Cup, for example, or even in the Champions League final, you saw how much that goal meant to Donny Van De Beek. He almost broke down in tears, and it was absolutely wholesome to see from Donny Van De Beek. We know that he's not been treated the best from previous Manchester United managers, but hopefully this will now get Van De Beek back in Erik ten Hag's plans, maybe. And I love Donny Van De Beek. I've always had a soft spot for him. But end of the day, hopefully him playing today is either a way to try and put himself in the shop window, try and get a transfer move, or it's kind of an audition to try and get back into Erik ten Hag's plans for maybe the US tour, or maybe for the following season for the Premier League, or for domestic cup competitions. But as well, Donny Van De Beek's not the only talking point. Big boy Jonny Evans, ex-Manchester United player, and he is currently playing as a Manchester United player. He's been given number 27, so he put in a good performance. I'm not going to lie, Jonny Evans is a very experienced centre-back who shows, like I said, a lot of experience. And yes, he's not the fastest centre-back, but the guy's 35. And I'm not going to bring any negativity towards Jonny Evans, because, again, he's a quality centre-back who is very experienced, and we can definitely use that, especially in pre-season, because no doubt he'll play in the game against Wrexham. So no doubt I'm looking forward to seeing how Jonny Evans does play, and maybe he'll get a season-long contract to help out maybe youth teams, or maybe help us out when we need certain players to have a break, for example. Jonny Evans is a bit of a smart business. He is currently a free transfer, so I look forward to seeing how he develops on his situation at Manchester United. But yeah, it was brilliant to see Jonny Evans back in a United shirt. Another player as well, Daniel Gore. Now, Daniel Gore, obviously youth player for Manchester United. We mentioned him in 5 youth players to watch out for this in the pre-season that I made a few weeks ago. And Daniel Gore was on that list. The young attacking midfielder just showed a lot of technical ability, a lot of aggression, and that assist to Donny Van De Beek was an absolute beauty. And it's little things like that is what's going to impress Erik ten Hag with these youth players. We saw it with Noam Emran in the Leeds game. We saw it with Daniel Gore today. Them two seem to be the kind of, they're taking their opportunity, is the way it seems, and they want to be on that US tour playing, I believe. So with Daniel Gore, I do really look forward to seeing how he develops as well, and let's see if he's part of Erik ten Hag's plans. But as well, obviously the first half as well, it's kind of hard to talk about the first half. Not much happened, a few chances, but just no goals from it. And I've got to say again, Mason Mount really stood out. He's still the new shiny toy until Andre Onana comes in, which Andre Onana as well with an update. He has landed in Manchester at the time of recording, and his medical is probably going underway as we speak. But Mason Mount stood out for me completely. It just shows as well why we signed Mason Mount, and I can't wait for the US tour to begin, because when we've got Casemiro and Bruno alongside Mason Mount, you'll see the quality difference rise drastically. Mason Mount will be going playing with Kobe Mainoo and Hannibal, which are very good youth players, but they're no Bruno Fernandes or Casemiro. So what's going to happen there is that we'll see a much better version of Mason Mount, but Mason Mount clearly stands out in these first half performances that we've seen. And also, Matej Kovar. Matej Kovar is also the first player this pre-season to play a full 90 minutes. He played the entire first half and the entire second half, and I've got to say, with his distribution, He did good today, Matej Kovar, and maybe he could be coming that number 2 goalkeeper for us for this season. But we're linked to that Japanese goalkeeper, that Zion. I can't remember what his last name is, but I don't know too much about him. But from what I've heard, the reports are about £5 million for him to be the backup goalkeeper for Manchester United. But if Matej Kovar can put in performances like that, I have no issue with him being our number two choice goalkeeper for next season. Jadon Sancho, Anthony, Fred, kind of big players that are back. Obviously, Jadon Sancho did play in the Leeds game. Kind of the same impact he had in the Leeds game. Not much impact really. But he's playing in the false nine position. He's not playing in a position that he's suited with. Antony, this is his first game pre-season, and I felt like Antony did okay. And obviously, Rafael Varane and Alessandro Martinez did really well as well. Alvaro Fernandez, and we also had Wan-Bissaka. The team played all right today, and I'm going to give majority of the players probably 7 out of 10s. I can't really individualise them because we're playing with so many. We're literally changing the full 11 every half. So I'd say the standout players to me, though, today was definitely Mason Mount. Amad Diallo, that's someone else that I forgot to mention. That with Amad Diallo just proved again that I feel like he's gaining more and more confidence, the more experience and the more playing time he's getting. So hopefully we kind of get to see him develop and he does end up on that plane for the US tour. So with Amad Diallo, again, it kind of like the Leeds game, he showed a lot of confidence. He showed that he was cool, he was calm. He had a shot that just hit the post wide. And Amad Diallo, I just feel like that he brings something different in the transition and he's very versatile, is the way to describe Amad Diallo at the moment. He's still a bit raw and he's still got a lot to learn, but he's an established winger is the way I want to say it. But to highlight it as well, he's an established creative winger. He's not kind of like Antony or Rashford in that sense where they constantly look for goal. Amad looks around his entire surroundings and picks the best option to make at that time, whether it's a pass back to on the edge of the box, whether it's a pass into the box, or whether it's to take a shot. Amad Diallo sees all these options and he makes the correct one each time, I believe. And with his shooting ability, we saw it against when he was on loan for Sunderland, that Amad Diallo shows that he's definitely got a rocket for a shot and he isn't afraid to hit the back of the net. So I look forward to seeing how Amad Diallo also develops under Erik ten Hag, and I do feel like he is going to have a major plan as our developing prospect for this season. But yeah, as my man of the match, I was tempted to give it Daniel Gore, because I just think that he was all over the pitch in that second half and I was very impressed with the performance. But I am going to give it Van De Beek. I just think that it's the match-winning goal. He played well and he was creative as well. He was passing. The link-up play was really good from Van De Beek, and it just showed you how much it meant to him to scoring that goal. So I'm definitely going to give Van De Beek my man of the match. But again, Mason Mount played really well. Amad Diallo is looking very promising. And same with, as I've just mentioned, with Daniel Gore. But yes, obviously, Andre Onana should be the next player that is involved for Manchester United in the US tour. His medical is undergoing as we speak. And I believe that it's in a couple of days. The next game, I believe it's against Arsenal. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. Obviously, stay tuned for that. We are going to be doing a complete breakdown of the new Erik ten Hag formation, what has changed from last season to now this season. So stay tuned for that video. And I do apologise if this isn't a live stream. And yes, I am back home now. I am off my holiday, and I'm glad to be back making daily content for you guys once again. My break's over. And yes, like I said, I'm looking forward to making daily content for you guys as always. But yes, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And if you made it this far into the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you are new. But anyway, we're off to America. I can't wait to see the rest of pre-season because this is where the games definitely step up. We've got Arsenal, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, Wrexham in San Diego, and I'm just looking forward to all these different games that are going to be in United's near future. So anyway, like I said, smash a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. But anyway, thank you for watching and take care.